Oh. Ja, komm, wir nehmen Sayori. Die ist hoffentlich ein bisschen nachsichtiger mit mir. Hmm? Oh my goodness. This is so good. Oh. Oh. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori? You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Oh. Oh God. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Kyo poem. Oh God. And that makes me feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Aww. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Bin ich doch gar nicht, hallo? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Oh, ich bin ein guter Mensch. Yo, arigato, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Ja, sie hat mich ja mehr oder weniger gezwungen. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay, zeig her. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it make me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Hey, das ist doch gut bis jetzt. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. War ja so klar, dass am Schluss irgendwie sowas Blödes kommen muss. Oh Gott. Sayori. Hallo? Hallo? Oh, okay. Kannst nicht wegklicken. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that made me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. Bin ich doch gar nicht. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. Yo! I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. Oh Gott, ihr Gesicht. I get all cranky. Oh God. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Oh, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay, wenn als nächstes kommen wir neben Yuri. Die Horror-Tante. Okay. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. What? Was los mit dir? Oh God. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay? Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why did you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that I might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm sorry. 9. Yuri buries her face in her hands. 9! I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit beast, though. Beast? How? Well, never mind. I should be talking about people like that. Sorry. That's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, and if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a lily club? Okay. Ghosts under the light. Oh Gott, was für eine Schrift. Okay, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the feast of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green Who of the future. Das kann ich nicht lesen. I bathe. Claims breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Okay. Ist hart zu lesen, aber ja. Ey, ich kann schon wieder nicht wegklicken. Was denn los? Hallo? Oh Gott. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Ja, ist zwar schön, aber schwer zu lesen. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Nein, ich doch nicht. But it took you a long time to read. Weil es schwer zu lesen war. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Ja, war sie ja auch. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really just descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems, not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Oh Gott, wenn das harmlos war. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hey! Hoo-hoo! Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glanced over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that I won't be long before you pick up these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Thank you. Okay, bleibt noch eine. Last but not least, Monika. Hello. Hello. Having a good time so far? Ja, sag ich ja. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Oh God. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Ja, ist auch wieder wahr. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. So niedlich. Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like it. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Ich würde ja gerne selber wissen, was ich geschrieben habe. Oh jeez. Oh no. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. Oops. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. Okay. Oh Gott, das bin ja ich gelacht. If you say so. Yep. By any chance you have to read anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago. Keine Ahnung. He's famous for telling any kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of? Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably wouldn't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why you would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit beased toward their own kinds of styles, but I will always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Okay. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Oh God. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I have always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay, hole in wall. Okay, it couldn't have been me. See, the direction the sparkle produces. Ist das ein U? Oh Gott, Hilfe. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind leak of film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already squashed with a permanent copy of the Mingles image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole to infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Okay, das ist tiefsinnig. Ich kann schon wieder nicht wegklicken. Hilfe! Mi. So, what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany, oh God. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Okay. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something done on the paper and tidy it up later. Anyway, another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So you just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. Ja, das war eine Menge zu lesen, deswegen würde ich sagen, speichern wir hier mal und das war's.